Hello, eavesdroppers. Welcome back to another pop culture tarot reading. I hope you all are feeling like $1,000,000. On today's episode, we are looking at a negative turn of events in the Karmelo Anthony case. All right. There have been some disturbing things that have come out about Carmelo. Some things taken out of context and others you can't really excuse. One of those things being some disparaging remarks that he made about Black women. This was discovered in his cell phone, forensics from his cell phone. This was a part of that gentleman's agreement that, this information would never be leaked. But, since they are pursuing an appeal, this information has come out. And there are a lot of people who were supporting him, Black women who were supporting him, who have decided to withdraw their support due to his remarks about not liking Black women, his disdain for Black women, and his affinity for non-Black women. Obviously, we know he was in a relationship with a non-Black woman. I can't defend this. I will not try to defend it. It is very disappointing. And this is something that, is very dangerous. When Black men and boys speak out against Black women, especially in the public like that, you put a target on Black women's back, and I definitely do not support that. While I still will advocate for Carmelo to be free, because that's we look at the facts of the case. He should not be in jail for 35 years. He was defending himself. I stand by that. However, I'm not going to overlook or make excuses. Though he was young, 17 or so when he said this, and that could be a lack of, parenting. Maybe this is something that he learned in the home. I don't know. But I just know that I won't make excuses for it because it's very dangerous rhetoric. Okay? Now, everything I say in this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I got that out of the way. Let's get into this reading. First card we have is interesting. Is actually an Earth sign card. And Carmelo is a Page of Pentacles. He is a Taurus, a young Taurus. All right? So this is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy here. And this card is the hobosexual card. It says leech, mooch, entitled, lazy, and bum. All right. So I feel like when it comes to Black women withdrawing their support, I'm hearing, how dare you? How dare you? No one else supports you but us. We have been the loudest resounding voices in the fight for you to, for justice for you. And to find this out is very hurtful. And I feel like there's this thing where Black women are pointing out Black men's entitlement sometimes towards their advocacy for them, advocacy rather for them. Black women are tired of doing all of the grunt work, all of the hard labor, and advocating for people who keep disparaging them. I see the Queen of Swords here twice. Okay, we'll get to that. But I strongly feel like Black women are empowering themselves to fight for those who fight for them. Okay, the next card we have is More Power to You. And this is the King of Swords reverse. And this is sarcasm. This is dismissive energy. This is condescending energy. Flippant. Good for all. Good for you. Nonchalant. If you like it, I love it. I don't care. So Black women are tired. They're tired. And I don't blame them for that. Society is always, everybody is obsessed with attacking Black women. And they're just tired. They are tired. And so I see that here, and I feel there's strong energy that this can really undermine public support for him. I hate that this happened. I hate that he said it, but it's out. The next card we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords reversed. Jupiter and Libra. And this is about coming back to your senses after a pause or an illness or time away. This is about recovery and rejuvenation. The card says waking up. Okay, now this is the era of Aquarius. We are in the age of Aquarius. Nothing is secret. Technology will always get you in trouble in the age of Aquarius. Okay, so there's so much. This is why you have to watch what you're saying online. You have to watch what you're texting people, what you're sending people in emails. All of these things matter because in this day and age, they will come back to bite you because we are in the age of information. Nothing that's hidden will stay hidden. Everything will be brought to the light. And this is one of these things that now that it's been brought to the light, Black women are saying, oh, okay, well, you've chosen a side. And so we're going to choose to just stand down. We have sheep. Okay, the next card is sheep, follower, blind faith, indoctrinated, gullible, impressionable, weak boundaries, and the blind leading the blind. So again, Black women are tired of doing all of the hard work for Black men just to turn around and be disrespected by the very men that they advocate for. They don't want to follow blindly anymore, and who can blame them? The next card we have is being dedicated to God, sacred and consecrated. We have the word anointed. Okay, so the card of anointed energy. I strongly feel like most of the Black community are rooting for Carmelo because, again, he should not be in jail, at least not for 35 years. And I think it was self-defense. However, that's my personal opinion. Based on the laws of Texas, though. I also want to say that I strongly feel that there are a lot of black women who are standing down, but they're actually still praying for him. They're actually still hoping that, everything works out for him, but they're just taking their hands off of this movement. This is so unfortunate. Next card we have is the fear of failure. It says, what are you afraid of? Take a calculated risk. You either succeed or you learn what not to do the next time. Failure is a major part of success. Struggle shouldn't deter you. It should motivate you. And I strongly feel like this is, the black community, especially black women, saying, yes, keep fighting for yourself, right? You're either going to win or you're going to lose, right? Keep fighting for yourself, but this is not our fight. It's not our fight anymore. The next card is airtight, impenetrable, undeniable, fortified, no loophole, reinforced, and solid. And I feel like this is doubling down on the notion that this is, again, not black women's fight, Maybe his mother's fighting the black women in his family, but I feel like he's lost a lot of support. There are a lot of black women who are going to overlook this because they look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture thinkers are thinking more about how this could impact their children, their sons, their daughters, if they defend themselves. And I respect that. But I also respect people who are saying, I don't want to continue advocating for him because of the way he spoke about me. If he hates me, how can I advocate for him? And I mean, who can blame them? The next card we have is the Queen of Swords reverse, and this is the cold shoulder. This is bitterness. This is critical, judgmental, harsh, uncaring. Resentment is building, repressed memories, holding a grudge, and a woman scorned. So they're biting their tongue intentionally. You've lost your biggest advocate. This is again so unfortunate. Let's pull some tarot. Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let's see. Show me why black women are withdrawing their support. We have the Star. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So this shows me going from black women going from being very supportive, optimistic, hopeful, praying for Carmelo, asking for a miracle on his behalf, to the Five of Pentacles is leaving him out in the cold. Okay, again, and that's Taurus energy. He is a Taurus. And so I do feel like Carmelo has gotten wind of this. He knows that a lot of people are withdrawing their support because he's feeling like the Five of Pentacles. And this is like being out on a limb, feeling abandoned. They are abandoning him. And they're saying, I'm still going to pray for you. I hope everything works out for you. Yeah, we have the Hierophant. Yeah, again. So I strongly feel like the well wishes are still there. Taurus energy, but, it's his outdated beliefs. It's his strong beliefs, his core beliefs that made people pull back. And we have the Ace of Pentacles here. There are going to still be people that support him, obviously. Still black women who support him. But a lot of them are pulling their energy back because of his school of thought, the Hierophant. How is Carmelo feeling about this? Because I feel like he knows. We have the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, Eight of Wands is the text messages, the communication, and the Eight of Pentacles. So he's looking at this thinking, is there a way that we can clean this up? How do we repair my image? Because it's spreading. We have the Page of Wands, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, he feels like black women are holding a grudge. The Four of Pentacles is about holding a grudge. And he doesn't see how he can get out of this. He knows he's lost his biggest support. He also is admitting I was immature with the Page of Wands here. We got the Knight of Cups, and we got the Knight of Pentacles. I strongly feel if he was able to make a statement to black women, he would apologize, and he would take ownership, and he would try to figure out what he needed to do to make things better. We have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Two of Wands. Again, I feel like he's doing a lot of praying. He's doing praying just in general regarding his situation. But if he could make nice, he would make nice. They could even be working on a strategy to try to combat some of these, text messages, these rumors. I don't know if they're trying to find context for them to explain them away, but yeah. So what is his issue with black women? I mean, he has a black mother, he has a black grandmother, black sisters, aunts, cousins. What is going on here? I've never understood this. We have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Six of Wands. He was speaking out of turn. He was speaking out of turn. He regrets it in the Nine of Swords. And this is something that's in his head right now. And he feels like it's gaining popularity. He feels like more and more people are learning about it. His issue with black women is actually, I really feel like it's an internal thing. I feel like it's some level of brainwash. Who did this to him? We have the Five of Cups. Could also be he got rejected by a black girl. And we have the King of Wands. This is ego-based. This is ego-driven. He could have made an advance towards a black girl at some point and maybe got rejected. And, you know, sometimes that's where it starts. Yeah, this is karma, though. His karma is playing out, unfortunately. You know, karma doesn't stop just because we like somebody or we're advocating for them. He has the Justice card here and the Four of Swords, and he has a lot of time to sit and think about what he said. Wow. Will he be able to redeem himself? It looks like black women are really done. We have the Sun. So maybe eliminating the truth of, not that you can really explain this away, but we have the Sun and we have the Fool, which can indicate starting over, a positive new beginning. And then the Seven of Wands. There's always going to be people who are going to dislike him and not support him based on this. Seven of Wands, Six of Cups. He's also saying, I was young. I was foolish. I was young. The Sun, the Six of Cups, the Fool they all represent young, childlike energy. He's saying I was foolish. I was childish. I said something. I spoke out of turn. I do feel like they will try to do damage control before his next trial. He will get a new trial. It'll just be, I told you, it's going to take about 4 years. I said that in the very beginning of my readings that I started for him. And we see what happened with this latest, request for a retrial. It was denied. The process moving forward is going to take at least 2 to 3 years. I said it was going to be about 4. I feel like he's going to do about 4 years and he'll be out. We have the Wheel of Fortune, again, in the Judgment card. So again, this is karma. This is a karmic cycle playing out for him. He has a lot of negative karma. I don't know if it's ancestral. Could be here with the Six of Cups. But it could also be his own. It could be past life karma. He has to clear this karma. The Judgment card shows up when karma is cleared. Everything is cleared, and you have the Wheel of Fortune in the Judgment card. But he has to live through these cycles right now. He's got to go through these ups and downs. A lot of people are turning their back, and they're not coming back. And then there are other people who are going to continue to support him because they're looking at the big picture. The Sun card is the big picture. All the major arcana are big pictures. You got the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, Sun, Emperor, and the Fool card. So you got 5 back-to-back in a row, major arcana, which are the big picture cards. So the big picture here is karma is playing out due to foolish behaviors, due to impulse. And eventually, he's going to be a little bit older. How old is Carmelo? He's 19. I want to say 4 years at the earlies he'll be out, but we also have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is actually 12 years. The Wheel of Fortune stays in each zodiac sign for 1 year. And so that's actually a 12-year cycle. I'm not saying it's going to take 12 years, but it could possibly. I mean, I see 4 years at the least. That's what I see for him. This is very unfortunate. And then the Emperor, I feel like it's him taking accountability. He's going to have to, with the Judgment card going into the Emperor, that's how he clears his karma. He has to own this. He's going to have to also get some insight into how wrong that is to think that way, to speak that way about your own community. It's not good. And this could even be his karmic cycle from what he's, done, putting a target on black women's back. The universe doesn't play about black women, and I just kind of feel like that's what this is. I still wish him the best. I'm still advocating for him. And I also respect other people who are choosing to stand down because of what he said. I respect it. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe.